Hey guys, Sean Terry here, and welcome back with another video, Deal Conversion Pro. Let's talk about being tenacious. What does that mean? Now, in the previous video, we talked about attitude, act as if we have $100 million in the bank and we're a picky buyer, and we use fear of loss, right? But on the other flip side of the coin is being tenacious. What does tenacious mean? That means staying in the call and being able to stay in the call. And yes, we want to be able to create a fear of loss and be picky, but also too, we want to be able to get to the point where if we're ready to sign the deal is overcome those objections. The objection is, I want to think about it. And the reason we want to be tenacious is because most of the sellers we're going to be dealing with that's going to sell their house at, 40, 50, 60 cents on the dollar, which we sign contracts. I just signed one right now in between videos here. Is that they procrastinate. They procrastinate making decisions. So, or they're in financial distress because they haven't paid their taxes or they haven't paid their mortgage or they have a tenant in there that's been in there forever and they have been kind of trashing the place. They have been collecting rent. There's some sort of underlying problem there. And we got to find out what that problem is and be able to help them solve that problem, of course. And typically the problem is they need cash or they need to get rid of this house. So they procrastinate that decision. So we want to be tenacious enough to overcome those objections and realize that they are procrastinating and get them to the point where they can sign the contract. So, but when being tenacious, you can be overly tenacious, which means you're too aggressive. And if you're too aggressive, you're going to blow them out, right? And we're going to talk about personality types. We're going to talk about being a chameleon when it talks about being personality types. Like if you're talking to a grandmother, you want to talk like a grandmother. You want to talk quiet. You don't want to talk like this from New York, right? You want to mimic them, and we're going to talk about what that looks like. So with being tenacious, we want to stay in the call with them and be able to overcome all their questions and objections, where inevitably the only thing they have to do left is to sign the contract. So with my team and my company, I call it graciously tenacious, meaning you're tenacious with grace. If you're tenacious with grace, now you'll be able to, you'll be able to work with people in a loving, caring manner that you want to solve their problem, and they need to get this done, and they need to get it done today. So, that's what it means by being graciously tenacious is what we call it, and that is sticking with it. And if you find resistance, then you can back off and build rapport. And then if you continue to go forward on price and you find resistance, you can back off and build rapport. So it's working with these sellers, and you're going to get a feel of as you get better. The more sellers you talk to, you're going to love it, because now you're going to find out that, what's great about this business is so exciting is that, every seller's different, every property's different, every situation's different. You get different properties all across the entire country. Different values are different condition. Some properties are trash. Some properties are beautiful, which is great. So there's so many different variables in this, but it is a people business. We're in the business of people. So if you can get great with people, and you get great at helping people, reading people, understanding people, then you'll sign more contracts than anybody in your company, and you'll crush it, and you'll go out there and make a ton of money, which is exciting. So part of that is being graciously tenacious, sticking with the call, overcoming every single objection until the only thing left is to sign that contract. So hope that helps. Let's get into the next video.